in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
All right, so be with us there. Music titled Lovely Day. It brings the time to some 20 minutes to hit 7. And our first conversation is just about coming up your way. Now, I don't know about you, but I can speak for myself and a few others that I know, because many people have decided, or they feel very reluctant in going to the CBD like Edum, and they are reluctant to go there simply because the place is so choked. If you go to Edum right now, it's so choked with all manner of human and vehicular activities. Now, you will stay in traffic for a very long time. Depending on which part of Edum you are in, you will stay in traffic for a very long time. Aside from that, even looking for a parking spot, a place to park, is problematic. The one that kills me the most has to do with even the walkways. There's no place for you to walk comfortably to get to a place where you want to go buy something or do your business. All right? Even on the main roads, people have parked vehicles and want to pick passengers. On the main road in Edum and other parts of the CBD, people have parked vehicles there. I mean, they go there as early as around 5:30 or 6. They park their vehicles there and then enter their shops. And then other people come during the day and they put all manner of items and products on these vehicles selling. So you see people selling clothing, you see people selling jewelry, you see people selling mobile phones, all manner of things people have placed on people's cars and they are selling. Well, the good news is that KMA has decided to roll out what they call the transportation reorganization, which of course include the restricting of tricycle movement in the CBD. So we have with us in the studios of Love 99.5, Mr. Randy Wilson. Now, Randy Wilson is the head for the Urban Transport Unit, KMA, and he's right here to tell us what this transport reorganization is all about. But as he is with us, you can share your own personal experiences with us. I mean, first of all, what do you make of this new move by the KMA, this thing they call the transportation reorganization? What do you want to know about it? And aside from that, what would you want to bring to the attention of the KMA when it comes to vehicular movement and other activities in town? Our WhatsApp number is 055-1111-995. I'll take it again. 055-1111-995 is our WhatsApp number. Join us with your thoughts on WhatsApp. Record a voice note and send it in. You can also decide to join us on Facebook on LUV 99.5 FM on Facebook. That's how you can reach us. Join us on Facebook on LUV 99.5 FM and drop your comments and your thoughts there as well. We'll try as much as possible to bring you visuals on Facebook as to how crazy Edum can be like, sometimes. All right? And then again, we have a second conversation coming up your way. It will be on around 8:30. And that will be with Yvonne Ose Adobia, the SRC president for KNUC. She's the first ever female to have been elected as SRC president. She'll be joining us as well. So tell us about this transportation reorganization, Randy. What is it all about? By the way, good morning to you and thanks for your time.
Good morning, Dave, and good morning to your team. Good morning to all the listeners.
And of course, viewers, because we have viewers on Facebook as well.
All right.
So tell us about this transportation reorganization. What is it all about?
Okay. Well, the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly has the mandate given to it by the Ministry of Local Government to plan activities within its area of jurisdiction. And through the Transport Department, we work on the transportation aspects when it comes to all mobility-related issues. Now, in 2018, 2014, they're about the KJTR reconstruction, and 2016 and 18, we came back and a few things happened with respect to the size of the terminal space at KGTR, and so we needed to have a few of the stations that were hitherto working inside KGTR brought onto the streets, and then we call it the on-street stations, and these were purely for taxis and trotros which operate within 10 to 15 kilometers radius of the city. And the idea is that we're supposed to make it a little easier for people commute within the city. And then those that are going on long distances are at Asafo and the race course and then the Chamfor and other places. Now, when the on-street thing came up, we gave them conditions, gave them a number of slots that they are supposed to use. After we had gone through a certain study, we studied the length of time it took a vehicle to load per station and all those things. So we did the allocation. Now the conditions were given. We're supposed to keep their surroundings clean, put wardens there to direct traffic, and a few other things that they needed to do. But as the years went by, you can't be on the street and every day try to monitor and regulate. So somewhere along the line, when you see that things are a little okay, you withdraw the team and then you focus on another area. But gradually, we've seen that the on-street stations are flouting almost all the rules that were given. And so therefore, you will see, as you were mentioning earlier, somebody gets to the station, he does not have a space to park. Instead of going to the holding area and come back when it is a stand, he would rather stand in the middle of the street and then cause further congestion and all that. We have in our bylaws that cargo vehicles are supposed to stop offloading from 9 a.m. all the way up to 6 p.m. But then what do we see? The large cargo vehicles, you see them offloading right during the day. We make efforts, go through enforcement activities, and then they subside for some time. And when you stop enforcing, okay, then people start coming back. But you cannot put an enforcement team, throughout the year on the field. So we expect that at least some of these things, when they are put in place, it will automatically generate a certain response. And then if there will be any recalcitrant people, will just be one or two people somewhere along the line breaking the rules, and then but gradually it's becoming a little too much. And then you look at the long distance stations, we have allocated them to various terminals, but a place like Pampas, so it's not supposed to be used for long distance. We have a few trotros that are supposed to operate there, but you go there, almost every route that you want to think about can be found at Pampas. So look at the frontage of Konfanochi, and then you will find the Dubiases and the rest of people working over there. Right behind the Palace of Bantimahine, there's a land there, and people that are supposed to be at race course come there. We go, we do arrest here and there. By the time you leave and you are moving to another place, they come back. So it's gradually developing. Look at the Swami roundabout area. It's just not acceptable. Okay, so all these are things that we as an assembly have been dealing with over the years. Now, Mayor meets the transport operators every quarter. And I remember very well on the 1st of September last year, he met them, and out of that place then some major decisions were taken. We needed to reorganize the whole transport system in the city. One of the things that is expected to come out of it finally is the building of the database for us to plan and manage with, and also ensure that we are able to say if there's a route, let's say go also. We have one or two places that provide such service. Other than that, you have about 6-7 places, everybody loading to go. So you find 3 people in this vehicle, 4 in the other one, 7 sitting here. So it takes a very long time for one vehicle to load and leave. And that is what pushes passengers to go stand rather on the street and try to join our vehicles, because they know that when I sit in it, in no time, it will just be moving and moving and moving. Okay? So if you're able to do it in such a way that you get to the station and within a certain stipulated time, you are able to have a vehicle and then it leaves. At least it will discourage people from standing by.
Is that data available now?
No, the database, we started putting up measures to, in actual sense, get it established. But unfortunately, somewhere along the line, there was a crash on our system, and so we lost a chunk of the data that we had been able to build. Now we have engaged somebody new, and then the thing is we're going to host it on online. It's a cloud thing, so that one is a little safer and a little better to manage.
You should have had a backup whilst we're doing that data compilation.
Yes, so these are all things that are part of the plan to see to it that the whole transport system is reorganized. Now let me end with this. On the first quarter, the mayor met the transport operators again, set up a committee, and then they were planning. But when we went to the General Assembly meeting on the 29th of April, the General Assembly resolved that we are talking public transport, we're talking mobility, but the tricycles also provide certain service to the city, and they must be added to our discussions when it comes to urban mobility. And so on the 29th of April, the Assembly resolved that we restrict the activities of tricycles into certain radius of the city. The reason being that gradually their prominence within the CBD is becoming high, and if you don't take care, in a year, 2, maximum 5 years, you might find every available junction or every available space within the CBD being taken up by these. I don't know if you've passed by the zoo wall in recent times, or the frontage of the central, the KJTR market. You will see the increasing number, and I am telling you, congestion around those places, they are artificial. They are not. How many vehicles do we have in our system? But you will see that somebody's movement and stopping here and turning over there gradually.
The human behavior is creating the congestion in town.
Yes.
Let's take them one after the other. Let me throw in this question now. So, this transportation reorganization, when is it starting?
Well,
and if you join us on Facebook, you would see visuals. We're showing you videos of how KDTR looks like. We will show you how Edum looks like. You know, because listen, it's crazy if you want to go to Edum. I for one, I don't remember the last time I went to Edum. Nothing will make me go to Edum because of the congestion in town and the lack of parking space. But so let me ask this question: when are you intending to roll out this transportation reorganization?
Well, we started working with it. I mentioned 2018. In 2020, we nearly got it launched by the Minister of Communication with respect to the support that Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communication gave us in building our database. But one or two issues, and then the political environment prevented us from.
Political environment?
No, yes, because then, 2020 were an election year. And then
if it's an election, business should still go on. Why should it still go on? So why should we say election?
I think it was just around that time that the crash then, because we started seeing figures that were
crash. I'll understand, but when you say political season, political activities,
not political. Well, sorry for the wrong use of word, but in actual sense, we had it going, and then these few.
So as we speak, have you rolled that project?
The project is already running with the taxis, the trotros, the cargo vehicle, the long distance, and those things.
But here you don't have the data.
The new thing that is in here.
You talk about tricycles.
The tricycles.
We'll talk about that. But hold on for me. Randy, hold on for me.
Okay.
You say you've started rolling it out, and I'm saying that one of the challenges you raised was challenge with the data. You have not been able to put together data for you to know how many stations there are for GOR. So, for example, you used it as an example. And I'm saying that if you are moving, if you have rolled it out and you say these transport operators should move, what are you basing it on, and where are you taking them to?
Okay.
So they will free us the space that we're looking for in the CBD.
Okay. So with respect to the building of the database, let me pick it from there. You see, if you stand by the roadside in front of your building, you will see some of the taxis and trotters having certain green and yellow sticker fixed on them. These stickers were given out from the database that was built. Previously, we were just picking vehicle numbers, and then we would print the stickers for them. We saw that people were replicating them, and so we decided, let's do it through the database. So if you have a vehicle, we pick your driver's name and the vehicle number, your license and everything, and then build it into the database. And it is from the database that we issue command, and then it goes to the person that is printed. So whoever gets a sticker printed indicates that that person belongs to a recognized station. Okay, the database is built on stations because unions are supposed to provide these services, and these stations are under the various unions. Now, we've done that. We've gone to a certain, I think we have over 5,100 vehicles in our.
Is it operational?
Yes.
And so those ones who have those stickers, which of the stickers are permitted to get to the CBD? And which color of sticker is not permitted to be in the CBD?
Okay. It is a sticker with a green back and then a certain portion yellow. You have the assembly's logo indicated. You have the union's name at the top, the route that the vehicle operates on. So let's say a Doom to Tech will be there. The vehicle number is also.
So if a vehicle doesn't have that sticker, that vehicle owner or driver has no business to be in the CBD.
CBD. But the reality.
Which part of the car is this placed?
Most of them are on the windscreen.
The windscreen. Okay.
Windscreen, yes.
And you're saying that if you don't have it, you don't have any business in the CBD.
To be in the CBD. Now, when what they did and then started the enforcement, we realized that other people were complaining that they do not have the stickers, and it is like you are preventing vehicles from this place to come to town. And Ghana, almost everything that you do, if it is not given a political name, it does not then exist. And so these things came up, and we halted a little and going back to do the engagement. I've told you the mayor meets the transport operators every quarter. Well, for second quarter, we did not do it because we were just fine-tuning.
Randy, help me here. Please indulge me. Help me here. These commercial vehicles, the taxis, for example, with the stickers you talked about, is that thing operational as we speak, or it's not?
It is operational as we speak, and that is why I said if you go out here and stand by the roadside.
So if any other vehicle wants to enter the CBD without that sticker, the vehicle will not enter CBD?
It is not supposed to enter the CBD.
Well, not supposed is a different statement. It will not enter, will be prevented from entering.
Will be prevented from entering.
By who?
By the assembly, by the enforcement team, by the police visibility, the MTTD, the SWAT team. I mean, there's this reorganization thing. We're giving ourselves a period of 3 months, build the database, do all the necessary engagements with the various institutions, publicize things as wide and huge as possible.
From what you're saying, it looks as if it's a gradual thing. You have not rolled it out fully. Can I say that?
Yes, because at a point in time you lost the base. You need to solidify the base.
So right now, if somebody doesn't have the sticker and is driving to the CBD, the person can get there.
They are in town as we speak.
Yeah.
But then the idea is that within a certain period.
When will this database thing you talk about?
I mentioned 3 months.
It will be done within 3 months.
Within the next 3 months, we are hoping that we would get every commercial vehicle that is supposed to that belongs to a union and works at a station to be properly identified. In the road traffic regulation.
The tricycles are not supposed to be used for. We'll talk about the tricycles, Randy.
Not tricycles, but the
commercial purposes.
Yes.
No, we'll get it. Let's read one after the other. It's education we are sharing with our listeners. So let's read one after the other, please. As we speak, you mentioned that there are stickers that commercial vehicles are supposed to have on their vehicles, displayed on their windscreens, that permits them to be in the CBD.
Yes. To operate.
To be in the CBD, to operate in the big D.
To be
in the CBD.
To operate as commercial. That is what I was coming to, and then you stopped me. In the LI 2180, Regulation 121. Every vehicle that wants to operate as a commercial vehicle must belong to a transport union, must belong to a station, must indicate your route in front of the vehicle, must paint appropriate colors. That is why we have the yellow and green and fixing of the taxi on top of taxis. And what for Trotros, the destination indicators are supposed to be there.
So where?
to be in front of the vehicle.
Okay.
So the stickers that we are rolling out, it includes the destination that the vehicle is supposed to operate. So you will see a vehicle in Adum, and then it is Adum to Kote. That vehicle is not supposed to be at a place where it can load you and then drop you off at Araga Junction and pick you again, drop you off at Tech Junction, pick you again and take you to Kote. It is supposed to operate from Adum all the way straight to Kote, and that is what is indicated.
Is that to suggest that if you pick that vehicle from Adum, you cannot alight?
Oh, you can alight.
Okay.
But the thing is, you know this short thing. Some of the vehicles during the rush hour, they will just pick you, drop you off, and then pick you again and drop you off. It's happened to me on 2 occasions. I just wanted to experience it and see whether what people say. Well, true. I was staying at Kote, and they picked me to Tech Junction.
They drop you off. They drop me off.
I sat in the same car, and then we went.
So what you're saying is that if you pick this car from Adum,
and it is indicated,
it should go straight to
it
Kote.
has to go straight.
It should not drop you off at the Furu Chrome or Tech Junction
and then repick you and then continue.
Well noted. But like you were saying, based on what you've said so far, it looks as if we have not rolled this out fully. And I appreciate when you say that the data is still being collected, and in the next 3 months it will be done.
Yeah.
Then we can hopefully roll it out fully.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
And that would be like October, roughly.
Let's give ourselves up to it.
Let's talk about the buses that go long distances, and because of the reconstruction of the Kejita market and stuff, that they got to the main road, also conveying people to other destinations and all that. What's the plan for them to get them off the streets right now?
Well, there are terminal locations that are illegal. I mentioned Pampa, so I mentioned Konfanochi, I mentioned Swami Roundabout. These are all illegal locations, and they are supposed to move to the various
areas. When?
Well, within the program, we, in actual sense, had a work plan that has been presented. Sections have been approved, and then we start rolling out. In previous times, we've seen that we bulk all these activities together at a go, and so therefore attention gets lost as and when we move along. And now we are taking them one after the other. And that is why the tricycle version started on the last Monday, 24th. Okay, we are saying to you that within the next 2 weeks, tricycle operators will understand this, and then it becomes established. Within this period, there are a couple of.
I would want us to spend time to talk about the tricycle bit.
Yes.
It was supposed to have started on the 15th of June, and they had to push it, and now you're rolling it now.
Yes.
We'll get there, but I'm talking about the buses who are also on our streets and are conveying people from one destination to the other.
Okay.
What's the plan for them? You've talked about the Pampaso. You've talked about what they call a Swami. What is the plan for them right now?
So,
when are they supposed to move?
So the idea is that if you are supposed to operate commercial transport service and you have to belong to a recognized union and put your destination indicator in front of your vehicle and be able to operate from a station, it means that vehicle that is standing where we are calling illegal location is expected to belong to a certain union. Now, currently, we have not fully put that into the database. And so if there is a vehicle, during one of the discussions with the mayor and the transport unions, it came out that the unions must be responsible for the illegal activities that are being carried out because the vehicles don't belong to KMA nor me. It belongs to the unions. So if you are a transport union and you are working and you cannot lay claim to a certain number of vehicles that you are working with, then in actual sense you just might be existing in name. Okay? So let's get to know your vehicles. Let's get to know where you are operating from with these vehicles. And so therefore, if any of them is found at any of these places, it is not only the driver and the vehicle that gets dealt with, but you, the transport union too. We want to bring the control the transport unions had over transport activities in the past back.
So as we speak right now, because we don't have that full data available, what is happening? Are they operating as before, or there's a difference in your operations right now?
As we speak, we are going on with the education, we are going on with the engagements, we are going on with all the processes that are involved. The idea is that when the date is announced that for this day, if you don't have a commercial a sticker,
on
the
your
destination
car. And display your
indicator-
destinations here.
indicator, don't come within this radius.
When is that announcement? When is that date?
It is going to come out within the 3 months period I mentioned, because
By
the
October.
database must be built.
Okay.
We don't want to just start with we have done 10%, 15% or something of that sort and we'll start. In actual sense, in one of the discussions in the office, it came up that why is it that if you get to a certain percentage, like 15%, we should start enforcement. It will force people to go to their stations and then get it done. That can also come up. But right now, as we speak, within this week and next, the focus is on where we will get to, and so the tricycles. And so that is why I don't want to straightforward, and it's a team that works.
Okay.
It is not a personal decision, and when the team takes such decisions, we roll it out with the director, the mayor.
So again, which means on number 2, the first one was vehicles, taxis, trotters getting to the CBD. They have stickers initially, but there were challenges, so it's not in full operation as we speak.
Yes.
In that same regard, these buses that are also parked in unauthorized places, they are also operating right now, because again, we don't have the full data available.
Yes.
It's not fully operational right now.
Yes.
But you cannot tell us when it will become fully operational.
We've given ourselves,
3
the
months.
team have given ourselves 3 months.
3 months, fine.
To situate that we build the data and then use it. It is possible within the first month, when we see that we have a certain appreciable level, we'll just start the enforcement activities.
Okay. If I want to pick a drop in from right in front of Love FM to the CBD right now, the taxi driver doesn't have what do you call it, the sticker, no, the destinations, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So be it a taxi or any of these electronic, transport businesses operating, would that be allowed in the CBD as a drop-in? Would that be allowed?
For a vehicle to operate as a commercial vehicle, you must. If it is a drop-in, in our system we have drop-in portion developed. These drop-in portions, the law says if you want to use a vehicle to operate as a commercial vehicle, you must belong to a union. As I sit here, I can't call myself a member of Ghana Journalists Association. If I want to be, I must train as a journalist. I must work in a media environment. I must do this. I must do that.
So somebody wants to pick a drop-in from Kote
Yes.
to CBD.
Yes.
The vehicle has registered all right, but doesn't have that permit or that license or that sticker to be in the Doom. Can I pick that drop-in to a Doom?
No, when it starts that we are limiting, you cannot.
So what then will be the options then?
The option will be that everybody who wants to operate commercial vehicle within anywhere in Ghana belong to a union, belong to a station. If it is dropping, get yourself identified as such.
I hear you. Let's now talk about this big one that has been on my mind for a very long time. The trucks that offload goods for business owners and shop owners in town. Like you mentioned, they're supposed to operate, they don't have to operate between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. But like they get to town, they take portions of our streets, congesting it and creating traffic problems. And then shop owners are leisurely taking things into their shops. And then when they are done, sometimes even when they don't have loading boys and loading girls, the truck is sitting in the middle of the road. What's the move for that one?
The move for that, as I mentioned, the engagements and then the identification.
But that's why you don't need the data, do you?
You do to a certain extent.
How? If somebody has a shop.
Let me tell you this. If there is a vehicle parked right now, let's say at PZ or something, and then it is 11 a.m. and we go there and we are supposed to get it towed. It will take not less than 30 minutes to get it done. Within the 30 minutes period, okay, can you just imagine the extent of congestion that will come up? Okay, so the idea is we are in a digital age. We are moving to the next phase of things. The idea is you pick the vehicle number, you put it in there, provided it is registered and belongs to a station, a union, or something of that sort. You pick it, you put it into the system, you will get to know the vehicle, every vehicle detail information.
And then do what?
And then that is the first point of enforcement. You
do
get
what? Because whilst you are doing that, the vehicle is creating problem on the road.
on the road. But within the same time, you call a towing truck, it comes in, it takes a certain, you see.
When the towing truck comes in, you find the vehicle owner a huge sum of money. Next time, he or she will use the head.
Very good. But do you know the figures that are in our fixing? So these are some of the things that need to be done. You see, we have fines, we have impounding the vehicle, we have, and even prosecution. All of these inside our bylaws.
I don't see, forgive me, but I don't see seriousness in all that we're doing.
So that is why we have given ourselves a certain period to see to it that
the bylaw
humans,
says,
as we are,
Randy,
we try
forgive
to
me.
obey rules and
Forgive me.
regulations.
The bylaw says, don't park your truck in the CBD to either offload or pick goods between 9 and 6. If you do that, you are flouting the law. Now you're telling me that you want to have a data where you have the vehicle details and blah blah blah. What for?
David, maybe you got me wrong. Even yesterday, 4 buses were picked. Although our focus is not on that, but 4 buses were picked yesterday from a point where they were loading and it was illegal. I'm not saying because we have not built the database, we are not carrying out our assignments.
No, but I'm looking at the convenience, the inconvenience that people are going through. I'm looking at the waste of the people's time out there, because the law says don't bring your truck to town between 9 and 6 p.m., 9 a.m., 6 p.m. to either pick goods or offload goods. Simple. Apply it. Let's now talk about the Pragia people.
Okay.
What do you mean by restriction? What are the restrictions that are going to be put in place?
Okay.
And while he answers that question, you can also give us a call on 03220-83596, 03220-83597, 03220-83598. The conversation is on transportation reorganization project that's being put together by the KMA. You've heard him. If there's any question you want to ask him, feel free and ask him. If there's any suggestion you want to make for him, put that suggestion across. But back to the Pragia or the tricycles.
Yeah.
What's the move?
Okay. The move is that, you see, we are supposed to provide certain backup services in areas that we lack. Okay. Somebody walks in here and the person is very good in hosting, let's say, the breakfast show program or your morning program. Multimedia wouldn't just go ahead and employ the person unless the person is coming up with something that David does not have, okay, or as a backup to what David does. But if David is there, why do you bring another person to do almost the same thing as David is doing? The tricycles services, we have our taxis and trotros running these errands for us. There are areas in our city that don't get served by these taxis and trotros. And that is why, from the national level, although the tricycles are in our laws not supposed to be used for commercial purposes, from the national level, there seems to be a little quiet along that line.
Right,
then within our radius, the Bloomberg Initiative for Global Road Safety launched.
Please indulge me. Please indulge me.
I'm coming to the question. The response to the question.
Please indulge me. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at my time. I have another interview coming up, and we have callers already. On the line.
Let me end with this.
So all my callers, Kofi, Hassan, and Christoph, please indulge me. I'll give you 30 seconds to my answer. What is the plan in terms of rolling out restrictions for tricycles?
The tricycle operations to certain radius within the Central Business District, because they are gradually contributing to the already existing congestion situation.
Okay.
The crashes are increasing.
Okay.
You know how they drive in town and all that. We are not saying they shouldn't operate, but then within a certain radius, which when you give me the opportunity,
we'll talk about the radius. We'll talk about
mention.
Let's talk to our very first caller. And Hassan and Christoph, please hold the line for me. Kofi, welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bernie. Dave, are you convinced with all that this man has said? I don't get the head and the tail of all that he is saying. He's just sitting there talking, but you don't get the import of what he is saying. Look, from Kofi Juma's time, UKMA, you decided to put these commercial cars into drivers' unions since that time. And you still have not been able to put them into drivers' unions and regulate them such that they don't create congestion in Adum, you are sitting there telling us that you have this program coming up, but you haven't started yet. And so what is your business in the studio there?
Kofi, thank you very much. That's the question. What's your business here? And that's why I was asking whether, we are attaching seriousness to this and how ready we are. Hassan, good morning.
Good morning, Dave. How are you doing?
I'm good, sir. Good to have you, sir.
I'm really not convinced with the man. Honestly speaking, do you even know how many times these speakers have been brought up and never been able to assess the vehicles and everything so well? This is the 5th time. But trust me, these people are trying to create a certain loop for somebody to, I don't want to use strong words, for somebody to be having his business in there. That is why they are creating this sticker. But trust me, go to Edom. It is easy for you to see these cars are not supposed to be parked here, and they are parked. And you have law enforcement, you have police, you have even the KMA itself has the enforcers. But trust me, they'll be standing there looking at people parking where they are not supposed to park. We don't even need a data. Like just like you ask him, somebody has parked in a wrongfully or illegal parking. And now you are looking for a data to assess the person's address, to know where the person is. So what if the place the person has parked is more harmful to the people living there?
So he, like Hassan, is also not convinced, as to how this is going to really, help decongest the CBD area. Christoph, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. How are you, sir?
I am well, Chris. Let's hear you, sir.
David, it's not that we are skeptical. David, I don't believe anything this man is saying. What haven't they, told us earlier on? David, until we see these things on the ground, we won't believe, and we shan't believe. We come and we talk, we over-promise, and we under-deliver. Now look at what is happening now in Kumasi. Every place is choked. You can't even walk. David, it tells you to know that from Abrapon Junction to Barapese, there is still no bus terminal. The drivers, they load at the roadside, and that's dangerous to the people around, to people coming to board the vehicle. We are telling them, look, we are sick and tired of the promises and the sweet words and all that, but they don't live up to their words.
All right, I hear you. The sustainability of this whole project is another thing that we need to question, isn't it? Abdul Karim, good morning, sir, and welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Dave.
Let's hear you, sir.
Please, I'm Abdul Karim. I'm also a Pragia rider.
Sir.
This thing that they are saying, I'm not convinced in anything that he said at the studio there. Because as he's saying that we are the people who are bringing congestion in the city, they are tax force. They are those who normally collect money from these transports and taxis. And they will let them load in the middle of the road. I've seen not once, not twice. Even come there right now, you see them taking money from the drivers whilst allowing them to take passengers in just in front of police and those people. And they are saying that the Pragias are those who are bringing congestion in the city. That one is wrong. And some of your questions that you are asking him, he did not even answer you. Let's take it Abu Abu coming to the CBD, and I'm to take drop-in. The car has registered, maybe he's working from Abu Abu to Abu Abu station, and I'm to take drop-in from Abu Abu to the CBD. So that instance, what will I do, Mr. Dave? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Abdul Karim. Erasmus, note it down, please, and answer them when we're done. Erasmus is on the line. Erasmus, good morning and welcome, sir.
Yeah, good morning, David. David, in fact, sometimes I ask this question: why is it that our leaders are taking us for granted? Why do they always think we, the people in this country, have no sense? So they come on air and they come and lie. They come and say all sort of things to as if we don't know what we are doing. The man sitting there knows very well what goes on in the doom. Just last week, I was coming from Konfanot. I decided to use the Unicorn House. There was this policeman, there was this city guard officer who were right there taking money from drivers, and these drivers were loading in the middle of. I have to park and go and ask them, why are they there? Then the policeman actually came back to her senses. The policeman, sorry. and say, please. And I say, you are here watching these cars loading in the middle of the road. And look at the traffic they've created. Do we need the data in the time of Presiagimai? I was in Kumasi and you there. Do you need the data to do all these things? Please.
Erasmus, I hear you. And the sad thing is, we're in July. 3 months from now hits the month of October, getting closer to Christmas. And it's crazy at Christmas when you want to go to the CBD. Our final caller is Al Hassan. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
And am I told that you are PRO for the Pragya riders?
Yes, please.
So, Al Hassan, let's say, sir.
Yeah, I wanted to contribute a little bit on what my brother is saying. But my bit, this thing is, the inconsistency in his presentation is very appalling. You see, he couldn't answer even the questions that you were asking him. Let's come on the issue of this thing that he's talking about, the sticker. When you go to KNUST currently, they have their stickers for their cars. If you don't have that sticker, you don't have to work within the KNUST. But if you are passing through or someone chatted you outside coming to the USC, they allow you to pass through. This one. Secondly, he made mention of they are doing stickers for other cars. They told us that they have identified 25 illegal stations within the CDB. You identify these things. And the illegal stations were there more than 5 years. You couldn't do anything with all your security, with all your tax forces. We, the Pragya people, there is no single station that we own in the CDB. If there is, let him mention. And today you say that the CDB is choked because of we, the Pragya people. We ask you to mention a single place that you saw Pragya parking as you have been seeing throughout. You couldn't answer when we met you people. The secondly, I was talking about the crashes. I want him to mention one incident that he has recorded within the CDB that is involved Pragya.
Alasan, thank you very much. So you are challenging his data as to the accidents and all that have gone up. I think that we cannot conclude this conversation today. I mean, we cannot end this conversation today because there are still other areas of interest that I have not touched on yet. Yeah, sure. Because again, you go to town and people have parked their vehicles. The road that we're supposed to drive on, they have parked their vehicles and they are selling. People have displayed their stuff on the cars and they are selling, also creating the congestion. So there's a lot of issues. And of course, like you've heard people say, they're not really comfortable with the responses you've given. And for example, if somebody has parked in the CBD offloading goods at 11, and you're saying that we want to collect data and then go into the system and do, it's not sitting well with people. But before you give any response to Abdul Karim, to Christophe, to Erasmus, to Al Hassan, Kofi, and all that, let's go into our WhatsApp console and take a listen to what people are also saying about, what you intend to roll out. That's transportation reorganization.
Good morning, Dave. Thanks for this morning's education and topic. I think Kumasi and the current mayor is not up to the standard we were expecting him to do. When Kojo Bonsu was the mayor of Kumasi, there was something he did which really helped. During the day, those having the shops, the stores inside those places, the trucks were not loading during the day. So that at least there will be some spaces for the commercials, the private cars. But this time around, everywhere is choked. Right from...
Are we safe? Are we safe? Okay. So at least we have time to play one more, and then Randy give us responses. But like I said, we need to have a part 2 of this conversation.
No problem. I'm available.
So please.
Good morning, David. In fact, this is a very important topic you are discussing. This is Kwajo speaking. And I want to raise this concern that anytime that new roads or the road is wide in marketplaces or places that we have market, like a Buakwa, people begin to use one lane as parking lots. And you see that the idea of widening the road to minimize traffic is defeated. When you get to Tanoso, you see that people have started using one lane as parking lot. If you are going to a Buakwa, the same thing. So ask your resource personnel that you're hosting, what they are doing about it. Thank you very much.
Randy, so
yes.
you heard him.
So I'm starting with the first 3, 4, 5 callers,
and then we need to wrap up.
Especially the first two is like
the same question.
Belief in the whole system. What I will say is, it does not take me or my answers to see to it that we get the results that we want in town. It takes the contribution and effort of everybody. For all you know, this is my thinking, or this is the thinking of the team that has been put together. And this is what we think can give us the results.
We're talking about the KMA here, isn't it?
Yes.
It's not you. It's
not me.
Yes, a KMA thing.
So this is the thinking. So if there's anything that anybody thinks can help our system,
but they don't.
Why not?
You're saying you're not sounding convincing.
Even I am not sounding convincing.
No, you. What the person? No, you. What the KMA is putting across is not sounding convincing.
You see, it's not everything that we come on radio and you can talk about. You are talking about our guards, our police officers, encouraging some of the loading and all that. The things that get meted to some of them, you would not believe. If I am to show
if it was deterrent enough, it would have stopped by now.
Very good. And there are some officers who will tell you that they did not even know that these places are not supposed to be. So you don't just say.
But when you're deploying them, we don't tell them what they're supposed to be looking
out for. You tell the person, we don't deploy. Me or my office KMA, we don't deploy the police.
The city guards on our road.
The city guards.
Exactly. They work in tandem and in collaboration with the police.
Very good. And over the years, these few things happen. 1 or 2 get permanent. But you see, you study the system, you put in measures, you change from here and there, and then you ensure that things get done. Myself, I was managing KJT at a point in time. Somebody wanted to turn, and he saw me. I was fully dressed. I was not wearing a guard, and the person just got his left hand out of the car with money. So, you get me?
Because the guards have made it a norm.
You get me? And you cannot stand just in a day.
Randy, forgive me. I would also say that I am not convinced. If I may, I'm not convinced as to what the KM intends to roll out. The data bit, the operationalization of what you have, put on paper. Because like I was saying, if there's a truck parked in the middle of the road, offloading at 11, the bylaw says don't offload goods at whatever. Don't do it. So we'll have a part 2. We'll have a part 2 of this conversation. And then when you come back, we hope that we'll do better and create a better understanding for our listeners there.
All right.
Thank you very much, Randy.
Thank you,
Wilson, for joining us. And, let me tell you about MTN because there's some good news out there. And, of course, it has to do with Asanteman Yasanambo. And it's an amazing Ashanti Fest 2023 so far. And we're still having more, enjoyment out there. Asanteman, we are still showing you loads of love and showering you with great offers. Make a date and join us at the finals of the Grand Ashanti Fest Cup. Is it going to be Adriso who will be crowned winners or Santas who will be crowned winners? Who carries a prestigious cup, the cash and the bragging rights? Come and support your community at the Otumfo AstroTurf Park, Dichemso, on Sunday the 30th of July from 2 p.m. whilst we resolve all customer issues and deliver exceptional services at our experience centers. So spread the word to your family and friends. Visit our experiential center at the Otumfo AstroTurf Park, Dichemso, for your SIM and Momo registrations and transactions. Just go on and dial *141# to enjoy up to 1 GB extra data when you buy your unique data bundles on MTN just for you. This is a special offer just for you, lovely people of Asanteman. Osekrom, Ashanti Fest Ayede Brutal. Come, let's have fun and stay connected everywhere you go. Leo Stanley, he's an awesome guy, man. He's an amazing guy. So what is your preferred color of tank? Syntax has it. What guarantee do you want against Syntax has it? What kind of inner layer are you looking for? Is it double, triple, quadruple? Well, as many inner layers as you want. The information is Syntax has it too. So remember, no matter your water needs, Syntex has it. Syntex are strong, tough. Now, they have over 300 agents nationwide. And to order a tank, all you need to do is to call 0244-335-168. You can visit Syntex on social media at Syntex Ghana or shop online on www.syntexgh.com. Syntex, like I said, Syntex tank, strong, tough. Now, for the laundry drop-off, for the grocery pickup, for the lunch sit-down or the tank fill-up, when asked cash or card, it's always card for me. I switched from cash to card. For all my payments, I use MasterCard. You should be doing same too, and it will give you a lot of relief. Now, we're told that money changes people, and it's indeed true. And Charlie, people are winning big on 590 mobile just by dialing star 959 hash, selecting the game of the day, be it Monday special all the way to Sunday Aseda. Now, but it be like say boys don't know the rundown. Make I tell you something. Since you play, via Momo, your winnings are paid also via Momo. All right, that's what it happens the same day. And this kind of excitement, they make boys talk too much. So, see, make I tell you something. That your girlfriend you once tell, say, you win 590 mobile, just imagine all the type of hair, clothes, and bags she go buy just to sweep your accounts empty. Also, imagine if your mother gets to know, she will give all or half your winnings to the church harvest, and not to even speak of your boys. All the booze for town, you go pay for ammo. So, Charlie, you for look sharp. You for no say money changes people, so keep your winnings on the hash. Always remember to stick responsibly. It's not for persons below the age of 18. 590 mobile at Dawon Sem. Stanley, let's take a break now and then have a part, the second conversation with Yvonne or say. Abebu. That'll be coming up shortly.
Why risk having your visa denied when you have Excel Plus education? Do you have an offer to study in the UK, Canada, USA, or Australia this September? Do you require professional guidance on how to submit your visa application? For a free support on all aspects of your visa and student application, get in touch with Excel Plus Education right away. Call or WhatsApp us for no cost at all on 0243 334894 or 0246 725909. Excel Plus Education, putting you in charge.
Osai yeah, boo! Roverman Productions in partnership with Love FM and Ebony Condoms present The Secret Code of Wives, an original play by Uncle Ebo White.
And if really you want a divorce, I will give it to you. But on 3 conditions. Condition number 1, you will divorce me the same way you married me. We had a whole ceremony for our wedding, and we are going to have a whole ceremony for the divorce on the same scale as the wedding, with music, preaching, caterers, photographers, and in church.
You are crazy. Whoever heard of a divorce ceremony in church?
Well, if you do not meet my conditions, I shall make this divorce your worst nightmare in court. And we are both lawyers. You know what I'm capable of doing in court.
The Secret Code of Wives shows on the 29th and 30th of July at the CCB Auditorium, KNUST. There will be 2 shows each day, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Early bird tickets are selling at a promo price of 80 Ghana cedis. Promo ends on 23rd July and ticket prices will go to 100 Ghana cedis. Buy your early bird tickets at the following outlets: Love FM, Boku Trading, Kingdom Books KNUST, Continental Supermarket, and via short code *365 *535 hash. Sponsors: Ebony Con Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
I wake up in the morning, it's a new day, and I got bills that I have to pay. Now you're running late, running out of time. Feels like the world is waiting in line. All you gotta do is pick up the phone and just dial.
So whatever you do, whoever you are, there is an easy way for everyone. The simple life is just one touch away. Experience the magic starting today.
And it all begins with
You see, I don't need to write or cash a check. I don't need data or internet. I have something that's faster than a jet. Just like
what they're talking about. You could be a palm wine shopper, a teacher, a rapper, a schoolboy, a school girl, or a trader, a bank MD,
Trust Bank. Wouldn't you rather bank with us?
It does get better anytime your favorite shop, Melcom, says it's there for you and got you covered with all your daily need items. Continue shopping on products ranging from groceries, stationery, electronics, homeware, kitchenware, furniture, home decor, electricals, and many more at low prices. Terms and conditions apply. Melcom, where Ghana shops.
Men are going to be drunk with the spirit of prayer. They will pray non-stop. The cause of revival will burn in their heart. Unquenchable burden and hunger, driving them consistently to the place of prayer.
Glory Fields Incorporated presents Wind of Revival. Acts chapter 2, verse 2. Suddenly, a sound like a mighty rushing wind came from heaven and filled the whole house where they were sitting. Come and witness the ministrations of Apostle Edu Udechuku from Nigeria and Dr. Justice Avevo on Sunday, 23rd July at 4:30 p.m. and Monday, 24th July at 5:30 p.m. Song ministration, Sandra Kakra Boachidia and Glory Fields Music. Host Pastor Kofi Cry. Happening at the Glory Fields Auditorium located at Susanechi Old Station off Tech Road, Susanso, few meters from Super MC Restaurant. Also, there will be an all-night service on Friday, 28th July at 9 p.m. with Prophet Castro Mensa at the church premises. Call 0508-909-314 for further information. Wind of Revival. Come and experience the Holy Spirit at work.
Is your car experiencing electrical and mechanical problems? Do you want your air conditioners repaired at the best price and quality? Kumasi Auto Detail is here for you. At Kumasi Auto Detail, our Ghanaian and international engineers are there to provide services such as general repairs, injection services, tire services, engine and gearbox management, AC gas refilling, flushing, and computer diagnostics. You can relax at our reception and watch your car being fixed on a CCTV. The good news is, if your car parts are not available, Kumasi Auto Detail can order from outside in 1 week. Yes, 1 week. And yes, we provide warranty after sales. Locate Kumasi Auto Detail, opposite Unity Oil, Malcolm Road, Dabai, next to Enas Hybrid School. Email us at kumasioautodetail@yahoo.com. Contact us on 0559 717034 or 0257 977433.
Yes, DBS Industries has done it again. We have taken the lead by introducing the newest Colorlink Plus roofing sheets. It comes with 20-year warranty against fading.
Hold on a second. Did you say 20-year warranty against fading?
Yes. In addition, it has self-clean properties, meaning it has the ability to clean dirt that settles on it, making your roof look beautiful at all times.
This DBS offer is super cool.
Get your Colorlink Plus roofing sheet for your roof today. Look out for Colorlink imprint on our sheets. Locate DBS Limited in Kumasi on the Kumasi Accra Road at Adakwajachi opposite Kwamo Gwel filling station. Call our hotline on 050-600-4141 or 0543-286-637. Visit our other factories in Accra, Tamale and Takrady. DBS Industries, your roof experts.
Royal Foam promotion, Royal Foam. Get it in your muscle. You bet your bill of free. Get 10% discount.
Oh la la! Ghana for Muntie, where the Atadwe Yatidene, Royal Foam Ghana Limited, the saving cancer Ghana for. Say, and they will be at Tutun Yemono, Modio Montio, Royal Foam Ghana for at a 10% discount. Whom Afriso, Nempono, mattress be a Ubeto every Royal Foam Ghana Limited Hono. Yamau pillow free. This is your time. Once so umreni, I was so Royal Foam mattress Edaso, no Winyamontoso. For Royal Foam Ghana, I was 020-227-1000. Enjoy Royal Foam Ghana Limited for a mattress. Number 1 inch.
Royal Foam,
Kikadia, Royal Foam for Atitibeni Sukra.
Royal Foam Ghana Limited, would the Jipata.
Royal Foam still leading.
Get 10% discount. Makion Restaurant, continental and local dishes. It be any papa.
Makion Catering Services. Ye nimu fritete. Eduane pa ema hode. Wedi die wie no na wanum so da ho. Na die kumi kra ne se ebo no da fo. Makion Hotel Supermall baby ada. Amo wenya hoto. Fully air conditioned, free Wi-Fi and a conference hall with modern gadgets. Upe we na upe die. Makion Restaurant Nsubetwa door-to-door services. Sheshe Makion Services. Ewo Kumasi Asukwa. Anase audio. Makion ni na phone suni. Fre omu awa matrofo iso 0322-496-249 and I say 0244-417-446. Makion Services. 7 is what we are. Ubedia Bonsano. Ubedia Bonsano.
Hey, welcome back to work.
Charlie, thanks, bro. Thanks,
the
bro.
Malaria really knocked you down, eh?
Charlie, no joke. Hey, fever, headache, vomiting, loss of appetite. I couldn't even eat my usual fufu.
You and fufu?
How you go do it?
I hope you got tested before the malaria treatment.
Oh, yes, I did. And thanks to Malatu, I kicked out malaria one time.
Sharp. Anyway, sorry to ruin your excitement, but your boss asked of you.
Okay.
She says she has plenty work for you.
No problem, Charlie. Strength day.
You see,
When malaria strikes, take Malatu, containing Artemether and Lumefantrine. Comes in tablets and suspension for the effective treatment of malaria in adults and children. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.